Shalom Mishpacha. I wanted to share to you something that had been put into my remembrance while watching Nations Conspire's video regarding the fire tornado. The Ruach HaKodesh had reminded me of a dream, a kalum that I was given shanim ago, around 2020 or 2021. In the dream, I had this. This was the drawing that I was led to do in order to paint or to, what do you call this? Explain the dream that was given to me at that time. I had shared it on my original channel before the dream, but that channel was taken down by the platform, because of their fact checkers. Anyhow, what I've been feeling led to share regarding this thing, in the video of Nations Conspire, he had laid down, put down his analysis, laid down the technological and quote-unquote scientific aspect of that calamity, or of what had happened. Indeed, we must be aware of these things, that we must be awake or be aware of the technology that the Bnei Adam, that the people are using in order to make those things, because they can be done by people. But then again, ultimately, what I believe, ani maamin, that nothing can be done except it's allowed by our Almighty Yahuwah. It is Him who has the last say in everything. Much like in the scriptures, when the adversary wanted to do something bad to Job, or what most people know as Job, the adversary had asked permission first from our Almighty Yahuwah. Then he was restricted into only doing things, but he cannot take his chayim, his breath, his vitality, his ruach neshama. Second thing that what do you call this, be my basis regarding that, it's still our Yahuwah Almighty who have it happened, have that tornado happen, was how can this dream, or kalum be given to me? For all we know, perhaps there are others who have been given this kind of dream to years or shanim before this thing have happened. during the time that I was given that dream, I was perplexed because of the fire that came out of the tornado, or how do I say this? The tornado has fire in it. I was thinking before, how can that happen? My hunch, my guess before was that it could have been because the tornado will what do you call this, cut all the electric lines, then sparks will be created, then the fire, so on and so forth. I was ignorant of what tornado and twisters are really capable of, because we don't have twister and tornado in the Philippines. But going back to the topic, that's the second reason why I believe that it's still Yahuwah who still has the last say, that thing happened only because he had allowed it. Third would be, the last would be, I believe that the enemy wants the Bnei Adam to think that everything can be explained by quote-unquote science, that nothing's done by our Almighty. They want to twist everything and what do you call this? They want the viewers to think that there's no such thing as Nishim, or extraordinary events or unexplainable events, or miracles in what most know. They want to avoid, they want to redirect the thoughts or the perception of the viewers into thinking that it's technological, it's scientific, much like what happened in the plagues in Mitzrayim or Egypt. If you remember the film Exodus with Christian Bale being the head or the lead actor in it, what they did was show that those plagues that were sent by Almighty Yahuwah, they explained it scientifically, they made it look like that it's all scientific, it's all, you know, where they want the people to go. They want more atheists, they want more agnostics, they are trying to explain things away in order to make people lose their amunah, their belief in the Almighty, that there's an Almighty Yahuwah, that we have somebody out there, our Bura or Creator Bura, that there's our Almighty Yahuwah who have made us. They want to eradicate that into the people's minds, into the people's hearts. Hence, they would do everything to explain things away through scientific aspect, logical aspect. But our Almighty Yahuwah have at us that even in our, like what it's written in Romans, that even in our disbelief, He had winked at our disbelief. He had sent His only brought forth son, His only brought forth child, Yahushua, in order to give His chayim, that we may be atoned, because that's how much Yahuwah Eloheinu, our Almighty, ahabat us, love us, that even in disbelief, He still loves us, and He's still waiting for us to turn back to Shubu, to Tashubah, to return, to leave our transgressions, then turn back to Him, to ask for forgiveness. This I'm sharing with, may we all bring this into Almighty Yahuwah through tefillah, through supplication, that what I had shared, don't take it only because I shared it, but palal over it, pray over it to our Almighty, then we can be guided, guarded. And with all these things that's happening throughout the world, throughout this land, Haaretz, what did Yahushua HaMashiach told us? He said that what I say to you, what He had said to us, His Talmidim, His taught ones, He says to all, for us to watch, to shukdu, to watch, to take heed, hishmaru, for us to take heed of the things that we may be still guarding, and be on guard, that we might be watch-filled, that we are awake. When He returns, that we are, our ayin, our eyes are upon Him. May you all have a Yom Tov and a Laila Tov from the Philippines. Shalom, shalom.